Oh, Captain, my Captain. Anu, Nanu.
Deep 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 beep 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 deep beep 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 beep.
Geeks of the Week. The Geeks weren't here this week, so I'm just going to jump right to it. At this point, I'm sure you've heard of the terrible loss of Robin Williams. It's been a few days, and I'm still in shock, still terribly sad. I'm going to try to find the words without it sounding like a big sad ramble. Believe it or not, the first thing I ever saw Robin Williams in was reruns of More Community. I don't remember what the episodes were about, other than Mork was an alien, and I related to that because that's how I felt as a child, and that he made me laugh. To this day in life, if I'm ever in trouble or want to celebrate a victory, I yell Jumanji because it's a good thing to yell. Aladdin is still my favorite Disney animated movie of all time because of Genie, because of Robin Williams. He was the first Disney animated character with some edge to it. All the wonderful laughs he gave me in Good Morning Vietnam, Mrs. Doubtfire, Popeye, toys. Yes, I like toys. As I mentioned, Jumanji, Aladdin, Happy Feet, Birdcage. And he was more than just a comedian. He touched my soul in Good Will Hunting, The Toy Society. He creeped me out in a 1 hour photo. As I got older, I fell in love with his stand up. He was still as sharp and quick as ever. He made me laugh, and at times, he made me cry. It goes without saying, but my condolences to his family and friends. It's touching to see all the funny personal stories coming out from his friends or anyone that's ever had any interaction with him, anyone that's ever been influenced by him. He just genuinely looked like such a nice guy. The last picture he posted on his Instagram was that of his daughter. She wrote a very touching letter on Tumblr. I'll post a link below. His daughter's name, by the way, is Zelda Williams because Robin is a big time Zelda fan. They did a Nintendo commercial together. It was beautiful and touching. And Robin is going to be remembered as a man who was beloved, um, who was so full of energy, who brought so much laughter into this world. During this communal grieving, I'd be remiss not to mention and wonder if this couldn't have been prevented. It goes to show that depression is a serious illness and that even if you're loved by so many people and are successful in life, you can't succumb to it. I've had my dealings with depression before, and it's a pit. It's a pit, and you never think you're going to get out of it. It could hit you at any time. You could be in a good place in your life, and it can still hit you inexplicably out of nowhere. And that's a scary thing. So if you ever feel this way, please seek help. There's so many outlets. If you know anyone that feels this way, try to be there for them. As cliche as it sounds, knowing that you're not alone does help. So something like this never has to happen ever again to anyone. There is no easy way to transition from a serious topic. So I'm just gonna start talking about wrestling. Yeah, I'm a big time wrestling fan. This Sunday, SummerSlam is happening in my backyard of Staples Center. Why am I not going? Seriously, why am I not going? Anyways, this is gonna be my SummerSlam predictions slash venting about wrestling. If Ziggler's in pre-show, we riot! Here's my prediction for this match. It's going to be in the pre-show. I dislike the whole Hollywood Miss angle. I really wish he was awful. He's not the worst in the ring or on the mic. He's just good enough just to be employed. I totally get why CM Punk was frustrated all those years ago when he was in the main event of WrestleMania. Think about this. The Miz has been in more WrestleMania main events than CM Punk. And before you tell me, what about the match with The Undertaker? Yes, any match with him is considered one of the main events, but he's never been champion going in, nor has he fought for the belt. The Miz was champion going in. His was the last match of the night. Like, really? Really? And then there's Dolph Ziggler, a funny, talented guy who has the fan support behind him, and they really don't know how to use him. It's a damn shame. The Miz for the win because the WWE creative is a bunch of shit turds. What's a shit turd? Oh, well, it's shit on shit. Both of them have had their moments, but I'm still really not feeling it. I don't think they're properly booking this match. Like, I really like the way they handled John versus Bray. The first one was a standard match, the next one was a steel cage, and it ended on a brutal last man standing. So it kept escalating. The first match between Jericho and Bray was a standard match, and Jericho won. And now it's another standard match. The only difference is that Luke and Eric won't be in his corner. So, I mean, it hasn't really gone up a notch. Bray for the win, series tie. 80s flashback, y'all. USA versus USSR. the return of the Soviet Union. Cold War, bitches! I really like that Jon Stewart was talking about this match a couple of weeks ago. That's right, Jon Stewart is a big time wrestling geek. I think it's going to be a solid match. I got a feeling Jack Swagger's going to win. America all the way. By the way, doesn't Rusev look like Zangief from Street Fighter? I can't be the only one that's noticed that. I'm getting a very Mean Girls vibe from Paige. If she screams during the match, she doesn't even go here. They should make her permanent champion, and I will go down to the Staples Center and ask her to marry me. I might just end up doing that anyway. She's awesome. I am expecting big things from this match. To me, and I'm only talking about in-ring ability, Paige is the second best wrestler in the Davis division, Natalie being the first. I look at them both like they got an extra gear they can kick it to, but they can't because I'm guessing time constraints and not all the other divas are up to their level. AJ's the third and no slouch, and she's still the best on the mic. She can even tell a story without saying words. Her facial reactions are great. She's developed into such an amazing storyteller. I like how Paige is playing her character. She's not playing crazy, more like a mind game thing. So we have two alpha females about to do battle. I think AJ wins. And yeah. Oh, by the way, don't chant CM Punk during her match. Like, seriously, I like a good troll chant here and there, but come on now. That's not cool. Seth Rollins, better watch your back. Every time you turn around, I'm going to be right there to ruin your plans. You and your daddy's plans. Next time you go to the bathroom, you better check if there's toilet paper because I already took it all. This is going to be the match that steals the show. I'm really digging the character Dean Ambrose has developed for himself. Seth Rollins has also carved out his own niche. This is going to be a cool, chaotic match. Seth Rollins wins, but Dean Ambrose doesn't care. They say the Roman Empire wasn't built in a day. I'm about to show Randy Orton how wrong they are. He's going to be the first stone in the Roman Empire. Believe in that. That was an awful promo. I am not a wrestler. At the start of this rivalry, I really wasn't feeling it, but it went up a notch when Randy Orton delivered that beating to Roman Reigns a few weeks ago. You know, it's funny. The most criticized wrestler today is John Cena, and the second most has got to be Randy Orton. But he can step it up when he wants to. This is a big match for Reigns because they're saying he's the next main event guy, so that's a different level of spotlight. Can he deliver in a high stakes match? I think he will. Reigns wins. I think this match is going to be serviceable, but I have a feeling it might end up being bad. I mean, don't get me wrong, they've done a good job building it up. You know, other than this past Monday, which almost turned it lame, so it's probably good that the match is happening now before they have time to remit. The match has got some juice going in. Stephanie McMahon for the win. They've been promoting this match like a UFC fight, and that's actually really fucking smart. I love that line Brock said how John would be buying boxes of Fruity Pebbles and eating them at home instead of getting paid to eat them. I was like, damn. I don't know if John and Brock hate each other, but there's definitely some tension there. Every time they get in the ring, it gets physical, and I expect no less. It's going to get nasty. The rumor is Brock's going to win, and then he's going to end up dropping the belt to Roman Reigns at next year's WrestleMania. And here's the thing, Brock's never going to work another normal schedule again. But if he does become champion, I do want him to be around a little bit more. Brock wins, new champion. No comic book reviews for me this week. And why? Because I'm not dressed as an elderly woman. How am I supposed to dispense comic book opinions? I do, however, have an unimportant announcement about my comic book reviews. Next week, stay tuned for that, or not, whatever. That's it for me. Remember to subscribe to this channel, like us on Facebook, follow us on all our things, just all our things. Check out the other geeks, and fare thee well. Internet, please keep that picture of Robin Williams hugging the genie away from me. Every time I see it, it makes me want to cry again.